Hello, Adab, Namaste, welcome to India's Business Legends. Today, we're going to meet a couple who's actually a doctor. But then you would ask me, what is a couple? In fact, a doctor who's supposed to be serving the public, and what are they doing on an entrepreneur's platform? So, well, they are basically an entrepreneur couple who founded Makal Mari Specialty Hospital, which is based in Kadpaduma. So, let's know their story and find out what their journey has been like. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
So, tell me about yourself. Where did you guys study from, and what has been your experience like as a doctor?
In 2004, we completed our studies and thought to start the hospital. The journey started with my father's vision. So, he had purchased these two lands, but obviously with one built up land, and there was something built up there, an old kind of a house, and the land was vacant. So, we completed our studies and residencies from Harinagar Deen Dayal Upadhyay Hospital, which is in West Delhi. So she was doing her DNB and I was doing my senior residency after the MD. So this is a training course. So we completed that and we thought, because this land was there, we used to come here and I used to see that, there are no pretty good hospitals here. And, most of the newborn, since I'm a child specialist, so they were dying actually due to lack of care. So I thought, why not let me put my nose into it. Or let us start something that kind of, so that we can give good care to the patients. So now the problem is hospital care to diya, but how would you start it without funds? You have a land, it's all right, but how much can you ask from your father? Already you are 30, 31.
So were you also in this with your husband?
Yeah, both of us started together.
So what was the vision like? What were you thinking?
So actually, being a branch which we need to work 24 hours, especially for a gynecologist, we thought of starting the hospital with benefiting the society in the sense that providing a care which is affordable for most of the people. And like everybody can't afford the corporate hospitals.
Right.
So we thought that let us do something so that they get the facilities and they can afford it. And for me to run around to other hospitals at midnight, it is better to have your own hospital so that it is easy for you also. Plus, I had two small kids that time when we started the hospital. My son was 4 years old and 4+, and my daughter was just 1. She was like few months old when we started this journey. So with 2 small children and 24 hours job and limited money resources when we just started it. So the aim was to do something good for the society.
When we started, I used to come 73 number bus from Harinagar with cash for construction. Okay. So it was a 1-hour journey. I used to do my night duties. Morning I used to do constructions, and without even a single knowledge about construction.
Right, somebody who's very far away from construction.
And administration and construction, nothing new. 30-year-old chap who's a good doctor, but in a very bad, who doesn't know any knowledge of construction. People used to ask how much of money, take it, please do my work. And there are 2 renovations we were doing. Right. So we wanted to spend less money to just start up the hospital, and then we would see from there. If we don't succeed, we will go back to my parents' place, which was in Narnaul. So they already had a hospital in Narnaul. Oh. So about a 20-bedded hospital, small bedded hospital, which used to run only by the couple there then. So we thought we could do it here because, again, we used to like the place, Delhi as such. We wanted to shift here, convenience, education, and plus, doing, because in this area there was nothing much great happening over here. So we wanted to help the society as well. So, like doing constructions, coming on the buses with the ice fall and night duties. I don't know. Now I won't be doing. That age probably we did it. That was, she was taking care of the kids.
Kids and the hospital both.
Yeah.
That's the passion with which people work.
Yeah, and spending money, lesser money, just to kick it off.
Right.
First patient I remember when we started, first child came, referred from this Lifeline hospital. They already said baby would die. You take the baby. So we had started with maternal child health initially. So they saw the board Matri Evam Shishu Hospital. The kid came to me. The child had problem with the kidneys and very, very, very sick child. So I thought this is the point. This is the time I could prove my talent to the society. So I sat with the child 3 nights. So I made him better. His urine started coming, and the child is little better. So that time, for 3 nights of my whole struggle, I charged maybe 2,000 rupees. And first MTP she did, we charged 500 rupees. So it was so, we never knew how to charge the patient or not to charge the patient, or how the billing goes, how the administration goes, and what are the rules you fulfill to run a hospital to the government side. All the administrative aspect, zero.
And being doctors, you were actually working as nurses and ward boys.
No. We had all this staff, but we had no idea
How to manage them.
how to manage the money also. Like, we need to pay the salary to the staff. And we had no idea that whether we'll be able to earn that much also, because we were just charging, thinking, oh, this much should be okay for the patient. But
Something called HR department, accounts, all those things were nothing, no idea. Nothing. We know basic degree of hospital administration, basically.
So, how many employees did you begin with?
So yeah, when we started, there were about probably 15 probably. Now it is about 90, 100. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
we
Yeah.
started with a 20-bedded. Now we've made it to 65 beds.
That's like a great story and a great journey, I think, and it's a multi-story building.
Yeah, so basically, I told you there were two plots, adjoining plots my dad had purchased. One was a constructed building, old constructed butcher work done building with different levels, and this was vacant plot. So started with that. Obviously, with the buildings, we had a lot of issues because it's an old building. So then we constructed this building, demolished this building, then joined these two buildings. So my 10 years of life went into construction. So my whole talent, which obviously I was working as doctor also, administrator also, as a labor constructor also. So everybody used to think, that doctor, this is plumber is asking this. They used to think I have all the knowledge in the world. So you don't know even this much. So I used to tell them, if I tell you, I asked my architect how much time it would take. He said 1.5 years. So I said, can you do it quickly? You know what he answered me? So doctor, when a lady comes to you for delivery, she takes 9 months. Can you deliver it in 5 months? So this is what he asked her in my own language. So these are the hardships we faced, and it was a tough job because no idea of administration actually, and but still God was kind. A lot of lives were saved, and we used to work very hard all night. We used to work day night. We never used to think how much. Then even finances was also we used to. मैं तो इतना ही होता था कि we have to pay the salaries. Normal expenses are taken care of. Bank balance doesn't matter. Basically the show must go on.
So basically, it is said there is a saying that doctors cannot be good entrepreneurs. Do you both agree with it?
No, not really.
Not really.
Not really. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes a lot of motivation, hard work. But yeah, you can. If you have a degree into hospital administration or in an MBA degree, then it's totally different. Otherwise, because doctors are good intellects, they have a good IQ level. They have gone through so much of hard work during their MBBS and their PG. So if they think of doing something, they will put in hard work in that direction. Their IQ is good.
Right.
They pick up things easily, and plus they know the communication to talk to people They have empathy also towards people. So getting the work done, you need to have those qualities
So
also.
basically, see, they can be good entrepreneurs because they are very intelligent people as such. I won't say that. But then you have to focus on either of the things.
But do you like being an entrepreneur?
Now I started liking. No, because I didn't have a choice. So I started
So in your heart, are you more of an entrepreneur or
more of a doctor still. And that is why I have not created 10 hospitals.
Right.
If I was an entrepreneur, like many are there, so basically you start doing, probably I think like in corporates we were discussing, they start doing
Not talk about that.
like in normal setup where only money is the only thing which matters. Where our problem is we are by soul doctors. So patient care is more important. Patient diagnosis, care, patient should be like treated well. That is makes us happy. And see, suppose I earn 5 crore rupees a month versus my 5-6 patients are getting treated. So that would make me much happier than those 5 crore rupees. Maybe I less maybe if I earn less, that's okay. So workable money and good output of the patients. That would make me happy.
So yeah, by soul, we both are doctors still.
That's amazing.
So you see, smile on the patient. You see them, like sick patient comes to you, dying patient, वो ठीक होके जा रहा है and smiling जा रहा है. That makes you so much, that gives you a lot of confidence in your profession and gives you a lot of happiness.
Like COVID times, no, the things changed such a lot. Ours was a
doctors.
COVID hospital.
Oh,
So we had it's a 65-bedded hospital, and we had like 80-90 COVID patients. People were like, you just give us one settee, give us one table, we're ready to lie there. But we had no option. We couldn't create more beds, we couldn't create, oxygen was deplete, like you know about the oxygen status and everything. So that time, no, you realize more the importance of human life. More, that is why we're still more doctors than
I
entrepreneurs.
purchased a 20 lakh rupee oxygen building machine in half an hour. Right? And just because an oxygen was getting over, somebody gave an option. I didn't even bargain from him. He put the machine and that machine worked only for a month. Now that is waste at present.
right.
And I knew that it would be wasted. But my idea was even if I could have saved 4 lives.
True.
So
it's
you're
worth
not a
it.
good
That's why you
entrepreneur.
are spent.
Huh? So you're not a good entrepreneur.
So I'm not an
So
entrepreneur.
wasting 20
I
lakhs
have wasted
for
20
a
lakhs
month.
on 4 patients.
Right.
So many of the bigger, or I won't say the name, like they don't think like doctors. They think like if I invest in a machine, what is the output out of it? ROI, return on investment. So this term I have heard only 3 years back. So people ask me what is ROI. Somebody asks me what is your worth. What I don't have answers to these questions because I don't think that way. There is a workable balance in the bank. I'm not asking any borrowing money. That's fine with me. So I don't calculate 5 crores, then 7 crores, then 10 crores, then 20 crores. So that kind of attitude is not there, which actually should be there if you want to run a good business, which I don't have. We don't have.
Basically, your ROI is your patients getting better.
Yeah.
Yes, and workable money. Obviously, we don't say that without money, how can you work?
Yeah.
But there should be at least that kind of money which keeps you going. So that otherwise they will run off. My staff would run off. How would I pay the bills?
Right.
So, but then it's not that, it's only for money. It's patient care and some money. Their motto is as a businessman, mainly money and whatever patient care can happen should happen with that. Patient should go satisfied. Like what they will do is, in some places, suppose you need a one doctor for one patient. Now sometimes patients want more care. He loves, then everybody is asking, how are you? How are you? We're doing well. Your mommy is doing well. Papa is doing well. So they'll keep on putting the visits of the doctors.
Right.
Bill will be this much. If the patient has money, he'll pay and be happy. I've been taken care of. मेरी care अच्छी होगी. Now we can't do that work. होता ही नहीं है. मतलब
Those kind of things, just say pre-delivery shoot, then the room decoration, and then the car decoration, and then they're charging like 2.5 lakhs for a delivery. How much does a balloon cost, or how much does a room decoration cost? Patient feels happy.
Right.
So actually, those people are entrepreneurs. But then the personal touch, the feel, the problems which the patient might face after going home, the mother-in-law interfering, the top milk, don't give breast milk, all those things, they will not sit with the doctor and discuss.
Right.
These problems, they come and discuss with us because it's more of a personal relationship with the patient. So this is what we want, the overall satisfaction. जिसे होता है ना दिखावाबाजी, वो कम हो but actual काम ज़्यादा हो.
So in my experience, these 20 years of my experience or experience of learning the hospital, most of the consultants, doctors which are attached with us, they're with us. They have never left us, or we have also not changed the doctors. In bigger hospitals, what happens is there is a constant transfer of doctors. Sometimes working this hospital, A hospital, then B hospital, then C hospital, D hospital.
Right.
So because it's corporatized everything. You know, वहाँ से दो पैसे फालतू मिले, वहाँ चले गए, उधर चले गए, उधर चले गए. So
Plus
it
targets
becomes, you know,
होते हैं, वहाँ पे
see,
targets
we
होते
work
हैं. It's like a
family.
business.
It's a business. We work like a family. It's a group of people who are running the show in a family. So everybody knows like each other. We refer patients to each other. We take care of the patients. We discuss also. Basically, communication between the doctors is quite good in us. So suppose one doctor, suppose you have got 4 problems. One kidney, one heart, one eyes, one whatever, right? And you go to 4 different doctors. They will write 5 medicines each. Now patient's got 30 medicines.
Right.
Who would decide to take what medicine actually? मेरे को क्या खाना है बताओ यार, तूने तो आँख के लिए बता दिया, तूने इसके लिए बता दिया, आपस में उनका interaction और वो सब. So you should have good communication between the team of doctors,
Right.
which we do here because you know we don't not try to change the doctors. Like you know, if I get a doctor, the young doctor will charge me less. So I have a patient, right? Suppose I give him some package, whatever 50,000 rupees. Obviously, the experienced doctor will charge more from me. So it is very cost effective to get a youngster, pay him 5,000, 45,000 in my pocket.
Right.
So that is a businessman for you. But I won't do that because for me, patient care is more important because I know the experienced doctor would take care better.
Right.
You understand my point?
Apart from this, what would you consider to be the USP of your hospital?
That is what I'm telling you. Sabka saath, sabka vikas, like Modi ji. Simple story. I mean, the hospital should grow and patient should be loved and he should not be made fool for his ignorance. And you should be honest with the patient. Honesty is the key to the patient. Nahi theek ho raha, bata do sir, we're not able to diagnose you. I'm sorry. You can have any other opinion. And these are the charges. And if you don't have money, you can pay a little less also. Doesn't matter. But then I think our main motto is you should go happy home. Any problems? We are there to help you out.
So, as doctors, what's been your moment of, ultimate happiness and okay, yes, we were able to do this? And a moment possibly that you remember that, okay, this is really sad.
Yeah, moment of happiness is obviously when somebody says you thank you, when somebody wishes you, भगवान आप दुआएं देता है या यूं कह लो कि wishes you कि sir you are God and all those things. Sad is when you work so hard and still there's a couple of people who don't. When you become thankless, which happens to every doctor, and when people come to beating the doctors, when people create all the noises, they think their doctors have done wrong.
Even that, patients
Violence.
and their, relatives becoming violent.
It is a sad story. It happens to every doctor. Nobody is spared, and it is a very, very sad story for India and Indian doctors. And we struggle so hard after the class 12th, after 18, then 12 years, like 32, I became it took a step 12 years.
Right.
And then starting the hospital, and then momentum, and then get to where we are, and then getting a beating from nobody.
See, we say it's a joke.
For no fault of yours.
That every human being is immortal
Right.
till they till they go to the hospital or till they meet a doctor. Till that time, they're immortal. So nobody can die, but only doctors are making them die. ठीक है, तो जैसे अगर कोई ऐसा एक्सीडेंट भी हो गया है, people die on spot.
Right.
They don't say anything. But if it is like उसमें 2 सांस भी चल रही है और आप उसको हॉस्पिटल ले आए और हॉस्पिटल आते आते बाहर भी मर गया तो भी ठीक है, अंदर आने के आधे घंटे बाद मरा तो फॉल्ट डॉक्टर का है। तो जो लोग रोड पे मरे या जो बाहर मरे, ये समझो कि इंटेंसिटी ऑफ एक्सीडेंट क्या था, विच पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड। एंड उनकी उस तरह से गलती नहीं है बिकॉज इट इज ऑल अनएक्सपेक्टेड। But yeah, but then in being emotionally charged doesn't mean you attack anybody else. And if something goes wrong with me and you are sitting next to me, any person, I can't just attack you because I am emotionally charged. So that people should understand. We understand they're emotionally charged. Outburst of emotions. You can cry. You can. Bad things happen to anybody and people react in a different way. That doesn't give them the right to attack anybody, whether it is doctor or a staff.
So that's a very valid point that Dr. Ashish has raised, that there are a lot of patients and their relatives who become violent. So do you think there should be a policy in place for this?
See, policy should be there, but I think all this should come from within the human being. See, you can't force everybody to do all and everything. You look at the road, there are so many traffic rules, still people don't follow it. Actually, it's maybe because of lack of education. Secondly, whatever the laws the government makes, they're not strict with the laws. They don't get punished. Even for 20 years, they don't get punished. So nobody has this care. So even if you make the policy, what is more important is how to implement it and punish the people who are doing wrong. I'm not saying only about this, but about any wrongdoings in the society. Yeah, so and then we should, like, if we are well educated, we'll think before doing anything like that. So uneducation, which is a big problem, till the time we are from inside, we know what we have to do. Nobody can force you to do those things.
See, what I want to comment on that is people should understand we are a medical help. है ना? मतलब it's a help. It's not the final answer. Final answer is God. So we can help you out to come out of your illness. We can try to help you out. And everybody cannot be cured. Otherwise, there won't be any deaths. Otherwise, we will also not die. We will also remain young every time and healthy. Everybody wants
जैसे
that.
कोविड में हुआ, मोदी जी ने बोला सब्जी फूल बरसाओ। आपने एक दिन तो फूल बरसा दिए डॉक्टर्स पे, अगले दिन आप उनको मारने आ गए क्योंकि कोविड से कोई मर गया। What are you doing? वो फूल बरसाने का मतलब ये नहीं है लिटरली आप फूल डाल रहे हो। It is that you should understand that they are also working. Are the doctors not at the risk of getting COVID? Are the doctors not old age or not high risk for COVID, but still they were working? Don't they go home and have kids around? I remember COVID times, I used to go home. My daughter was in class 12. I was so scared. She was from 10 to 12. Like, it's a board exams time. It is a time for career. And if I get a COVID infection, what to do? I have to work in the hospital. I need to understand, or people need to understand that doctors are also human beings. They should not expect that they are gods.
So like in COVID actually more myths. So like in COVID, मतलब in my hospital ऐसा था कि you can visit your patient inside the ICU also, but although one by one.
How?
By wearing mask and but you can see your patient.
Okay.
See, imagine your dad, anybody's dad, mother, whatever relation is dying. You can't even have a last attendance to that. How ill emotional was that for some of the hospitals? I felt very bad. I said no. You should visit your whatever your relation. Obviously, you should wear all the protection. Staff is wearing all the things. But then why? And those hospitals, they never used to allow anybody. People in COVID died in the bigger hospitals. I won't name. There's no staff, no relative, no nothing. Imagine the kind of death they had. It was pathetic. So that is the idea of a personalized care in a moderate hospital. So moderate hygiene. So we are kind of try to give best of the hygiene, with a more personalized care. So yeah.
मैं एक ऐसी बात याद आ गई तो इससे शेयर करती हूँ. वन ऑफ माई कजन्स, शी लिव्स इन वेस्ट दिल्ली. उसके हस्बैंड को कोविड हो गया एंड अ वेरी बैड कंडीशन. सो शी सेज मैं ना तो बच्चों को ला सकती हूँ ना पेरेंट्स पास जा सकती हूँ. आई एम गेटिंग हिम इन द एम्बुलेंस टू योर हॉस्पिटल. आई सेड ओके. शी केम, she admitted her husband here and she was sitting in the car outside. She says, I've been with my husband for last 24 hours, so I don't want you to be exposed. I will not come to your place. I will not come anywhere else. Okay, I'll go and meet my husband one if you allow me. I said, okay. Her house was in West Delhi. Whole day she used to just sit in the car and cry. I said, no, I can't see you like this. You're coming home. She says, no, I don't want to expose you people. I said, no. Okay, I know we need to follow those norms and all. When you're going and meeting your husband, you're going all covered. I'm also going and meeting the patients, no? You come home, you be with me. Then she started crying. She says, this is the time I can't go to my parents. I can't go to any of my relatives. I can't go to my kids. And she was so emotionally built up. I said, yaar, agar marna hoga na to mar jayenge. But otherwise, you will go into depression. And as it is, after depression, कितना जियोगे कि नहीं जियोगे? So at that time, emotions were so pent up in everybody's life. यहाँ पे क्या होता था, लोग आते थे, पूरा कवर्ड होता था, पूरा प्रिकॉशंस लेते थे. ये नहीं है कि ऐसा हो रहा है. एंड द कोविड वॉज देयर इन द एयर. ये नहीं है कि हॉस्पिटल में और घर नहीं है. टेक ऑल द प्रॉपर हाइजीन कंडीशंस अपना फॉलो करो, जाओ अपने साथ वालों को मिलो. उनको भी लगता था कि मैं अकेला यहाँ नहीं मर रहा हूँ, चाहे वो नहीं मर रहा हो, बट दिमाग में बात होती है. बिकॉज ऑफ द कोविड आपको लगता है मैदानी में जीऊंगा कि नहीं जीऊंगा, मैं जाऊंगा कि नहीं जाऊंगा, मिलूंगा कि नहीं मिलूंगा. तो आखिर उनको भी वो भी मिले, और जो उनके नियर एंड डियर वन जो मिलने आ रहे हैं उनको भी सेटिस्फेक्शन हुई. तो दीज आर द थिंग्स व्हिच वी लर्नड इन कोविड. पीपल वर वेरी थैंकफुल. बट जहां कोविड गया लोग फिर भूल गए. मतलब मैं अपने हॉस्पिटल की बात कर रही हूँ, ओवरऑल
people became psychiatric. You know, my friend, 1 week not meeting anybody, not meeting anyone.
Yes.
When he came back, Neeraj, I mean, one of my friends, he was in corporate in some hospital, so they didn't meet anybody. He got sick. He got mentally abnormal for some time. His psyche got disturbed. So was it normal? It wasn't normal. So I said, you know, you can meet, but obviously with precautions. So this is what personalized care is all about. So we kind of, because there is a reputation of ours. It's not we're working under somebody. So we have to create the reputation. We have to help people and do it in a cost-effective way as well. So helping the government because they don't have enough beds, and helping the society. So it's a bridge between the bigger hospitals and the government hospital. If the government hospital doesn't have a bed, or people maybe distance wise also a hospital nearby wherein you can get a good kind of a personalized care. Yeah.
उस समय तो you need to pay the staff also more, maybe double triple. Otherwise उनके घर से फोन आता था, why are you working there? उनको इंसेंटिव चाहिए होता था. ठीक है, मोरालिटी भी थी, बट क्लास 4 को तो कोई मोरालिटी नहीं है ना. उनको तो सफाई करनी है. उनको क्या पेशेंट की तरफ मॉरल या एथिकल वैल्यू है. यू नीड टू पे दैट.
So, seems like over the past 20 years, you guys have seen the ups and downs that anybody can see in the health industry. So, what do you think the future has in store for Makar Hospital?
Future time will tell, but at present I am gonna make it look little more better. Maybe cosmetic changes of the hospitals, so that kind of maybe to make it more great in a sense, because some people maybe it looks good if the ambience is little more better. So that's what I'm doing right now.
So are you getting balloons in the baby ward?
I am not very sure about that, but yeah. The overall cosmetic look, we are trying to increase that, putting a better on that, and just getting more into the digital marketing or things like that. Because till now, what we believe, and I still believe, that people come to you by the word of mouth, not by any advertisements or anything else. Right. But now, since it is a digital world, we need to keep the pace with that also. We can't be just living in the old thoughts, what we used to do before. Keep doing the same work, the good work. Have a good reputation in the society. You'll have a good reputation only by the word of mouth, but whatever you're doing, not by just the advertisements, I think. With advertisement, person can come once, but if they are dissatisfied, they will not come again. But
Maybe-
still with that, we need to keep pace with the digital also, because that's the
Maybe more investing more and more on more new machineries, new equipments, and new expertise. So keeping pace with the medical field, wherever it's going, trying add more facility, and trying to kind of basically what I believe is there are four limbs for a success of a hospital. If a youngster wants, my experience, I don't know, there are four things which you have to take care. So, सबसे important one is the patient. So that has to be satisfied. That is the ultimate goal of everybody. Second is the referring doctor who sends the patient, in the sense on a trust that you have to communicate to him, because he will ask him that तुमने भेजा था तो बताओ कैसा है. So he needs to be satisfied with you also, and you have to kind of arrange you kind of communication with the referring doctor also, because they will have trust. Right, they will only send you the patient because they will spread your reputation by word of mouth. Third is hospital itself should be financially viable. It should be viable. And fourthly, your doctors who are actually treating the patients, they should also be happy. So these four balance should be there. Any one of them goes wrong, the hospital running would go wrong. That's what I believe. Four areas, four communications where you should communicate.
So, what are the services that your hospital offers?
See, we starting from consultant OPDs, like in the field of medicine, pediatrics, gynae, surgery, skin, dental, then lab service, various super specialties, endocrinologist, neurologist, nephrologist, all the specialty and super
neurologist,
specialty
psychiatry.
OPDs.
Basically, it's a
Second.
multi-speciality. We do everything. We have referring all OPDs and all indoors. We have ICU. We have dialysis. We have a well-equipped modern operation theatre. We do all knee replacements, high-end knee orthopedic surgery. We do brain surgeries. We do urology surgeries. We do newborn surgeries. Even a day one newborn we operate. So newborn surgeries, newborn ICU, neonatal ICU. It's a tertiary level. Tertiary level is a referral level. Like we have all newborn ventilators. So those hospitals who don't have the newborn ventilators and everything, where patient delivers there, those children are also referred here.
Anything except a heart transplant or a lung transplant.
That
or
we don't
maybe
do.
The high-end cancer care, for these hospitals, I think my
and-
message is to people is like, you should not go to the bigger hospitals for smaller things, for relatively smaller things. So bigger hospitals have bigger things, like liver transplant, kidney transplant, brain surgeries, 10-hour surgery, 12-hour surgeries, robotics. So if you want those kind of things, then you should go to the bigger tertiary care hospitals. So we are kind of secondary to tertiary care hospital, wherein we attend most of the day-to-day problems of a human. So from the child till whatever age, till old age.
So if the tertiary hospitals are not burdened with these small works like a delivery or a gallbladder surgery or a stone surgery, these are simple things for a medical field. Not a primary hospital will do it. They will just have all the basic things. But a secondary hospital can take care of those. So the rush or the load over the tertiary care is decreased. So that should be taken care of there.
So, what message or how can you inspire a doctor, an upcoming doctor, who would also want to probably become an entrepreneur and set up their own hospital?
It's very simple. I always give an example of most of the people watch cricket in India. So they say that, in a test match, see, you have to keep your wicket. Runs would flow. So for a youngster, I would say keep doing your work. Keep doing, kind of medical work or management work. Money would come. So problem nowadays is like people think of money first and then the work.
Right.
So it should be other way around. You start doing the work, money would obviously come. So money, you should not follow money, you should follow the work. So that is the only advice I can give you in medical field, because if you do good work, you will get the money. Why would not you get the money?
Right.
You shouldn't be running after the money. Money is important, but not the only thing which is important. You understand the point?
So it will come naturally. Even if you're doing good work in a very low budget, the number will be so much because you're doing good work. So ultimately, keep doing good work, put in all your effort with a good intent.
Right.
So money will come.
And secondly,
Everybody wants money. Nobody is saying that you are doing anything for free. It will come, but don't run after money first.
and
it will come on
secondly,
its own.
in India, we have a lot of paucity of, this lack of medical infrastructure is there. So even if somebody gives you less money, or some people don't have much money, you should try and help people.
And actually, there is a need for hospitals like this.
Yes, yeah.
We
So
do need more hospitals like this to cater to the middle class.
Yeah, there
Yes.
are the most of the section of the society is the middle class.
Right.
The lower class or the absolutely poor socioeconomic, they have the government hospitals also to turn to.
Right.
Those who can't even spend a 1 rupee also. But yeah, we also cater them at times if you feel that they really need that care. And suppose government hospital होकर आया है, उसको कोई सर्जरी की रिक्वायरमेंट है, उसको 2 महीने तक डेट नहीं मिली, तो आप क्या करोगे? So those are things जिसको हम लोग अपना उतने में कर देंगे जितना कि हमारा कॉस्ट है. Obviously we can't do it for free. ठीक है, तो उतना कर देंगे जितना कि हमारा कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव हो जाए.
anyway, I mean, just to tell you,
But वो main section of the society goes into the government hospitals.
just to tell you the data, that we are very poor data makers. Again, as an entrepreneur upcoming, certain data we never make. If I start at calculating the data free, what I've done in this hospital, I know it will be too much. So even if we don't do charity, sometimes we do patients for free, sometimes poor people comes.
Right.
So that collection, I should present it to the government. That we are doing this much free of cost, which you should have done because we're paying taxes.
Right.
Right, but then eventually they won't do because they don't have that kind of, lot of load is there. So, but we are poor in that. So, if an entrepreneur can do that, that will also help us as a medical fraternity, that we are actually good people and we really help people.
Right.
And young entrepreneurs should do that. I want to do that, but I am not able to do that somehow.
But for sure, since the intention of both of you is to help everyone, I'm sure you guys will go places. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.